Okay, it's gonna be about 1 hour podcast. It's freaking cold right now, right? November, and it is 0, -1 degree Celsius. I see snow all over the place. Hopefully it is not so big, right? It's not snowing like crazy, hopefully. But anyway, for the last several days, I have been reading a great book, biography of Steve Jobs, the man who thought different, or who thought, I think. Indeed, we both commanders, Ryan, me and Steve. So I kinda wanna see connections between me and him, and he is a really big inspiration for me. I'll be completely honest, he's kinda a man, an icon that I would like to become eventually. Of course, everyone has our own traits, I would say, right? And it's all right. Let's say he was very emotional, right? And could drive. First of all, he could get crazy very easily, angry, and he would be very open about his own mind, right? And don't care about feelings of other people. And I'm not saying that it is bad or good, neither of this, because in reality his vision helped to allowed us to have things like my iPhone in my hand, right? So I'm really thankful to this guy. And yeah, first of all, I have basically the same idea. Long walks is the best way to communicate and kinda do the work with difficult ideas that we might have. So Steve enjoyed this activity with Steve Wozniak and other guys, which is very helpful, especially when you live in San Jose, where in reality you can walk without any clothing the whole year, which is just my dream about climate. And hopefully I will get there. And yeah, which is just where it is. And Regina made me a bath, right? Handmade. From wool. I love this. I use it every single day because I don't want to get a flu, right? So bad weather has its own traits, I would say. right? This is just the way it is. And yeah, you know, the very powerful idea is not powerful, very bad thing actually, that while I'm reading for a little while, I would say, to be correct, about 2 hours of reading, yes, a book, and I've done about 50 pages. It's not about speed, because being fast in reading in reality is a stupidity, because mostly when you try to read through the lines, you don't understand anything. When you don't understand anything, you can't change your life. And this is the reason why, why do you read at all if it doesn't make any sense and you can't change yourself? So for what? It doesn't make any sense. So I read slowly, and I think, right, this is basically my day, right? Continuous studying. I've done Biolingua B1 first unit, right? So I am halfway through B1 level, which is really great. And kind of everything comes in the right time, because 365 days of my Apple Watch, 10 kilometers, is exactly on November the 1st. 500 days of Duolingo were on my first day in Moscow. And B1 level of Duolingo exactly on the last day of my school vacation, right? As always, some way I don't get the information when I should go to school. So today morning I went to school, and the security guy told me, bro, tomorrow is the day when you go to school. And I felt like this because usually about 10 minutes before the class starts, school, the space around school is about crowded, right? There are always people coming in and out, and there weren't any of them. So from just the beginning, and it was really quiet, and I kind of felt something is wrong, some why, and I was right. So mañana is the day when I will really start this part. And yeah, time goes, and actually one guy from Duma, how I comprehend, he said the best thing I would do while in school is to learn 2 languages. And I kind of oh yeah bro, I comprehend what you're saying, right? And I actually do the thing, right? In Argentina, I'm gonna learn French, right, to get the job in United Nations. I kinda I think it is a very good idea to work there. But I'm not concerned that United Nations do anything. Unfortunately, like the whole system is kind of useless. But just for traveling, kind of this stuff. Maybe I will be fortunate to win DV lottery and I will get the green card, go to army, get the passport, boom, and I kind of can go through the ranks and become kind of 53rd or something, 54th president of the United States. Actually, very, very interesting topic, right? Being the US president, but in reality, the empire is falling, right? Something is changing, and kinda for the last 3 years, I had a strong idea that kinda I know where I'm headed better than anyone in my class, right? In my school even. But right now, there is one important idea that kind of breaks the thing is AI that kind of changes IT, right? Engineering, and kind of. I'm not concerned that there is a room to become an IT engineer. Right, as I said, AI can drive a lot of functions, and kinda AI is gonna get a lot of jobs, and just people who think like employees, they kinda AI is gonna take my job, but businessmen see this through completely different lens, because AI is the ability for businesses to make better product and don't use a lot of money on basically anything, because advertising can be done by AI, ideas can be done by AI, all of this. So kind of it becomes even easier to become a businessman. This is helpful. So kinda, I don't know if in Argentina it is a very useful thing, right? Becoming a businessman, but indeed, in other countries, definitely, I'm gonna start a business. 100%. I'm kinda headed to be a salesman in a school, IT, not IT and English. And this is kind of one of the businesses that I can do, because everything is online. They don't really have an office. They have something in Kazan, but I'm not so sure that it is kinda. Is it large or not? I don't know. But anyway, the system works, right? They make millions of dollars, and this is very good. Very interesting topic that today is the 5th of November. And this is a day that we were waiting for the last year, maybe half a year, right? The US presidential election. Yes, sir. And there are two candidates that I don't really comprehend who is the best one. Because the people that I connect myself with, YouTubers like Nomad Capitalist, Andrew Tate, Spanish guy from Italy, with the passport of Italy. Who else? Other podcasts, businessmen, right? Even Jews, right? One man, Solomon, don't remember his name. Right? He represents how Jewish people make businesses, and he says Trump is the man who we are waiting for. It's very interesting. Another guy, on the other hand, that I consider very smart, very good, is Harry something. As well, a YouTuber from Washington DC, and he is obsessed with cards, with maps, right? And I watched two videos about like history of our presidents, who want to become the presidents, and the history of Trump. I was actually reading this, and you know what? I don't like my own opinion. That is not we are in time while like people don't really have their own opinions, right? I would have the same thing if I just watched and like, oh, Jewish people in New York vote for Trump. Okay, I should vote for Trump as well. No, it doesn't work this way. Bro, it doesn't work this way. I should have my own opinion. I should listen to the guy and just have my own opinion about his ideas. Are they good? Are they bad? And this stuff. And you know what? I don't think that Trump is a good candidate, right? Because he's, vice presidents, both vice presidents are great guys. I love vice presidents. I saw their debate, awesome, really awesome. I liked both of them. But really, Trump is a showman. He's a showman, salesman, right? He knows how to make like a great picture and using the words that make him look big, not smart, but big, because people really don't care about what you're talking about. Like, what? Javier Milei, for example, right? Javier Milei went out with like a peel. I don't know how to name this thing. Like a machine to cut trees, and there are so many pictures of him with this, and people see this picture and think, oh, he's crazy. Okay, that's it. This is what they think that Javier Milei is only about like this craziness, dollarization, and nothing more, because they don't hear what he has to say. They don't want. They're stupid enough to just to have a picture and nothing more. This is how life works, right? How politics works. Unfortunately. But if the whole population is super smart, it can be controlled. If it can't be controlled, it is not a country, right? It is a different thing. It becomes something of this, and this is really helpful when you have small countries like Luxembourg. What else? I would say even Switzerland, Andorra. What else? I forgot the name of this country. Brussels, right? Belgium. These kind of countries that are really small, right? They are smaller than Moscow city, right? Norway is the same idea. That the population is very small, and this population may be very smart, all of them. And if the government doesn't do what it should do, boom, these 9 million people, or something even less, just come up on the streets easily. By one moment, they just come up and they destroy this government and do something better. Which is, Switzerland is the best democracy because it is separated by cantons, and these cantons basically are different countries, which is really helpful. So making something of this sort in the United States, it's impossible, because the US is way, way bigger than any of them. Even though states can do different things, it's actually very helpful, right? If you are very left, you can go to California and you will get the idea of what real left is. If you are kind of far right, you may go to Texas, but indeed in Texas there are places like Austin that are kind of the best places in America, my humble opinion for now, because it has, ideas from the right of the state of Texas, but it has left ideas like companies, right, IT engineers, and kind of freedom, especially in this city. So it is a very good place to be, right? To be in. And actually, I would like to go there. Of course, after having my own experience in New York and LA, because where else I should go? Okay, coming back to presidential election, and Harris sounds way better for me personally, right? Everyone who I support, everyone who I respect says we should vote for Trump. Literally everyone who has the same mind as I do. But this is a very interesting topic, because really I saw their debates and I more prone to wait for Harris, Kamala Harris. You know what? I don't know. I wouldn't change my own opinion and my own vote just because everyone says that we should vote for Trump, right? So I vote for Harris. I vote for Harris, which is just the way I think. We'll see how it goes. So tomorrow, I think tomorrow night, we will see the results. And as I comprehend, in 2025, right at the beginning, someone, Trump or Harris, will get into the Oval Office, and we will see how it goes. Yeah. What else I can say? Kinda, I don't know what to do better. To move out of the country right now, kinda get my dream come true, or to wait to get all the papers needed, and kinda that's it. I don't know, maybe there is a way to make it kinda corrupted, right? Pay a little bit and I will get everything that I need, because anyway no one can really know about it. But anyway, what else? But realistically, I should be crystal clear. Yeah, I ordered 2 pairs of good shoes, right? New Balance and Easy 500. Great. I kinda get closer to my future style that I really love. Basically, I already have it, but there is some ways to make it even better. What else? My kind of future job that I will start working on this Sunday. I think Sunday. They say I will kind of get 60 grand if I sell 800 8 grand, right? For 8 grand. 600 bucks of my salary if I sell $8,000 courses, I mean. And this is just, it is in a month. It is kind of medium thing, and I'm glad that I live with parents and I can use all this money to buy one particular thing that I want. And this one particular thing is the baby of Steve Jobs, right? iPhone. Because my iPhone 11 is kind of, it's too bad, it's too old, it's slow, it dies, bad camera for 2024. So there is different ways what I can get, but I think the most logical is to get 14 Pro Max, 256 gigabytes. It costs about 600 or 700 bucks right now. Of course, used one. And this phone is, I think, is good enough for me for 1 or 2 years ahead. So why not to get it? And after this, I will save money to buy Apple Watch Ultra 2 black one. They new ones, they cost 900 bucks, and it is bigger than my future iPhone, but anyway, I have one problem with buying these watches, that it is possible that in Argentina they will try to take it from me. Of course, I don't want to see it. And I don't know, I was watching a podcast, and of course there are like 4 people, they were Argentinians, so hopefully they still are Argentinians, and they said real stealing of phones and other stuff like mochilas, backpacks, I mean, happens only in Buenos Aires and kind of suburbs of Buenos Aires. In other places it is more tranquila, todo esto. I don't know, maybe in Mar del Plata, in the hot summer, like ladrones go over there to steal everything. I'm not concerned. I don't know how it really works, but anyway, I on Airbnb I found a gorgeous apartment in Mar del Plata. Cost just about 400 bucks for a month. So basically, if I take it for a whole year, I think it will be way cheaper. But I need to be like sure that I get to study, right? And in summertime I gonna travel, and I would not live in Mar del Plata. Maybe in the first year, yes, I will live, because I wanna see how surfing goes and this kind of stuff. But anyway, I gonna go to Patagonia, Ixai, in the south, right? To vineyards, all of this. So basically, my summer will be like a really huge vacation all over the beautiful country of Argentina. Another very important idea, that I don't want to wait for apostilling of my 11th class high school graduation paper, because it might take a month. Because exactly at this time many people will try to apostle their papers and boom, right away they are headed to other countries. Of course it works this way, and I don't want to do this because kind of waiting for another month in Russia in summer, it is a crazy idea. So what I'm going to do, I will go to I didn't decide where I should really go, but there are like 3 countries, right? Tbilisi, Tbilisi, Baku и in Armenia. I don't remember what it is in Armenia. It is not so important. Like capitals, right? In capitals. And live there for a month. Of course, working. Hopefully it is not very expensive. So basically the same thing as in Argentina. I will fly there right away. So basically on the 13th of June I will get my graduation paper after the exams, and the same day or the day after I will go and fly out of the country. So my parents will get the papers, and it is realistically very easy, so why not? The power of attorney at this point will be done for 100%, so not very it is not a big problem. Yes, another idea, like and okay, let's say in 30 days my parents get the paper, and my mother, maybe even with my father for their vacation, will go to Azerbaijan, Tbilisi or Armenia, where I will be seated, and they will give me the paper, and then I move to Argentina. I don't know is it really possible for me to get to a university right away in Argentina, right? In their kind of second semester. I don't know if it's possible, but Mar del Plata is a small town, so I think it wouldn't be a big problem, right? Mostly Russians live in Buenos Aires and Cordoba, because kind of it is the second city. Mar del Plata, tranquila, especially in their winter time, while there is no one, so kind of even better. What else? If I get into university right away, so without papers, because I need to translate them, and these translations like they take time, of course, and like usually I expect that all the papers that I have to translate in Argentina is about a month, so 1 month plus. So in August I get to Argentina, and kind of in September, maybe even in October, right? A little bit before my birthday, I will get all the papers, and kinda I am not in the right timing. Kinda I don't know how to make it work because realistically, I should get there right away. So the 1st of July, I should be headed to Argentina right away without Tbilisi, so without waiting for apostilling, and what else? And this is just the way it is. Just going there right away, messaging with my future university that, whoa, bro, I'm here, right? Another very important topic is that what I should really study, and kinda I have different ideas upon this topic. One idea is that for my digital nomad life, it is better to become a programmer. So, what else? What I can say? Boom. Tick. Should I study computer science or something else? To get a job in the United Nations, I should study international relations, languages, and economics. Like these three topics combined together make up a beautiful man as I am, right? With different languages, polyglot, and with 2 passports. So after graduation, I will be a very, very good employer for them. But in reality, the amount of pay is very, very little. Secondly, I hope to get the passport before my graduation, right? 3 years, and I will get the passport, and I kinda gonna move out of the country for a little while, and I think and nothing more, because boom, I'm a citizen, right? I pay taxes, all of this stuff, so just don't bother me. I pay everything you say, right? This is just what it is, and what I can say. It is not super important. And of course, if I win DV lottery, no matter, it really doesn't matter what passport I can get, where I'm headed, in which university I am in, what job I have. DV lottery, right, is the best opportunity of my life that I can ever get. So basically, if I win DV lottery realistically, I'm not able to get to be right now in DV lottery DV26. I will be able to be there on DV27, and on DV27 1 year more and I will become Argentinian citizen. But really, I don't care. I don't care. I will be in Argentina, so because they have an embassy, all of this stuff, so kinda I wouldn't have problems. And if they allow me, and I will go to university. Of course, I will work, right, to survive, kinda. And in the moment when I have the visa in my Russian passport, that, oh my dear boy, go to America, you have 6 months to get there and to get your green card. I'm telling ya, I will buy the next flight, like the moment I get my passport with this visa to come to America, I will book the next flight to New Jersey, because Regina's sister lives there with her family, and this is kind of the person that I can call to get my green card right away. So basically, right now I already have a person that I can call to deliver my green card. So basically, from the exact moment I fly there to them, right? Of course, I will meet them for the first time in person, and boom, in a month, I will get my green card. And the moment I get green card, boom, I'm headed to I apply to the US military. There are different branches, of course, and I kind of want to be a sniper, translator, spy, and what else? And I would like to fly nuclear bombs jets, right, that are super. Basically, Air Force is the most secure branch of army, because they mostly live in the US, so kind of they wouldn't be employed to like Iraq or something of this sort. So kind of a very good thing for me. Oh. And yeah, this is just the way it is. And I kind of see the future like this. After serving in army for 2 or 3 years, I can get out of them, and I will, as a veteran, I will be able to get very cheap education. And why not to do this? But in reality, I don't need education. I will go and make my own business. Bro. Money making. And of course, if I comprehend this, that computer science is a thing, I will learn it while in the army or anywhere in reality. Doesn't really matter. In Argentina I can learn it as well. I can find time for this, for my future. And I don't know if I will find time to have a girlfriend, because they expect a lot of time. In reality, as I personally would expect for her, but I don't have time, and I kind of wouldn't have time because I need to. All right. The election is done, and I wanna have my reasons upon it. So the first, badly, Trump won this election, and yes, a lot of people who I support was pro-Trump, right? And I was against him, and I had my own reasons because I saw his campaign a little bit, right? And he is not the one who should lead the country, right? And the populism from both sides is just a madness. This is the problem with big countries like the United States, when it's too big to be not populistic, right? To really think about the problems, real problems. So I watched a lot of debates, and one very interesting study was done, and there is the super important information about immigrants. So immigrants in the United States are in 4 times less likely to make a crime, right? To make a crime in 4 times. So about killing people, right? This stuff in 4 times less, 4 times less. It means Americans are more dangerous, and of course it is connected by 10,000 of immigrants and 10,000 of natives. So it is clear that Native Americans are more dangerous, right? About drugs, in 1.4 times likely an American do something, right? This is just the way it is, that here, yes indeed, immigrants tend to make something bad with drugs, and it's very logical because drugs is kind of a business that is very great about money making without a lot of effort and without a lot of thinking, right? But really big risks, especially if you do this in the wrong states, right? Okay. And in 2.5 times less likely to make a crime about properties, right? Stealing something, maybe making a fire or something of this sort, in 2.5 times. It means immigrants are not the problem of America. And the same here, the same thing propaganda makes up here, that immigrants are the problem, and it is not. They are not the problem that we should have focused on. The reason why immigrants are like the point of speaking first of all, because saying that like you're running for presidency, for Senate, something of this sort, right? A higher post that you wanna get, right? And like, tell me very simple 5 years old answer. Will you say you are the problem to your voter, right, Native American, who can vote for you, or you will blame anyone else, but not your natives, not the people who will likely to vote for you, right? This is just the truth. Immigrants can't vote, so they blame them for everything. And this is just the stupidity when we look at the stats that I just said. It is complete stupidity, and immigrants are the good thing. That's it, period. There's no question about this, and so on. So basically, the problem with the Mexican border in the US is not about immigrants. It's about drugs. It's about fentanyl that indeed comes from there. And indeed, we need to focus on the drugs, not on immigrants by themselves. Secondly, what I hate about Donald Trump in particular, this is actually a very bad thing to say. Like, one debater, he is a Democrat, and he said why, like, he blames Republicans for being not like supportive for like a family unit, right? And he makes a statement, this statement, because Donald Trump cheated several times his own wives, he divorced many times, right? And I don't think it is a very a good thing to do, because he is just the president. This is the most important thing. Like, we need to not only focus on like the name, right, Trump or Harris, but on the community of itself, right? What they want to do, and this kind of questioning. So, what I think about adoption, well, abortion. Actually, I don't think it is a problem. The reason why? Because it's very clear that you can go to like California or something of this sort and do the job that you want to do, right? Saying that in the whole country abortion will be banned, I don't think so. And it is impossible to do, how I comprehend this. And what's the problem to pay something like $200, go to California and make an abortion? That's it. I don't understand like the problem. Especially when we talk about a thing like abortion, you like girls comprehend this stuff. It's not like right now I don't have a child, boom, I have it, and I have to deal with it. No, it doesn't work this way. You have time. If you don't have money, you have time to save a little bit of money and go to California or other blue states, where it can be done for 100%. Like New York, Massachusetts, what else? Let's say they definitely will not ban abortion. This is just the way it is. Very important thing that I supported. Black man, I think he is a businessman, and he is a Democrat. His statement was this: America needs immigrants. Reason why? Every single day, 20,000 thousand Americans die every single day. 20 grand, right? Only 10,000 are getting born. So we have a problem, right? 10 grand minus every single day. 10 grand minus every single fucking day. In a year, it's a huge problem for a country. Especially, even for a country that big as the US, it is a big problem. So, we need to at least have the same amount of people, right? 20 grand die, 20 grand come, right? And basically America needs about 10 grand of new immigrants every single day. And the reality is they don't come by this amount, which is just the way it is. They don't come with this amount, especially when Donald Trump, right now, he is in office, and he will try to make it even harder to illegally come to the US. Which is actually another very big point that I just remember. That, look, especially blaming illegal immigrants for everything is just super easy, because they already kinda broke a law. And because of this, Donald Trump and his supporters can say, oh, illegal immigrants are already bad people because they broke the law, right? And because they blame them for everything. And this is a double push to the idea that immigrants are bad, when they are not, where they are definitely not. And what this white man said, we need more immigrants, right? 10 grand a day. Right now, it is about 3 grand a day coming through the border. And they're illegal, right? Legal immigrants, definitely not 7 grand a day. Definitely not. They don't come in this big quantity. So, America is just dying from the perspective of population. Who will do this? Definitely not Trump, right? About taxes, as Noma Capitalist said, which is just the way it is. They will not cut taxes by 50% or even more. So right now, taxes are huge in the US. So about 37% and 39% on trading. It is a huge number, and no one will cut taxes very big. Of course, when you have your own business, you can live without taxes, because your business is your life. We know the drill. We know how Trump himself paid only $600 for his 10 million a month lifestyle, or even richer. I think 10 million a month, which is the amount that he spends on himself only, which is just very. I think which is not a good thing. Another point that I don't think Trump is the best president ever is because which is just the way it is. He is super rich, and he was and he is way more wealthy than Andrew Tate. When you have so much money, you literally don't have anything to buy because you already bought everything. Everything. You have cars, you have the yachts, you have apartments, houses, whatever. Whatever you want, you can buy without any problems. And this is just the way it is. And after this, the only thing you can do is getting into power where you control everything, right? Exactly. The president is the power. So he came solely for this. Others like Kamala Harris, I don't think he comes for power. So but her points are a little bit different. Another thing that Donald Trump won 2 times, and these 2 times were when he defeated a woman, right? This year Kamala Harris, and last time in 2016 I forgot her name, Clinton, Jenna Clinton, yes. So another woman, right? In 2016 a white one, and right now kind of black. Right. Anyway, it is not a very good statement about him that he can win only women. But as the law states that president can be president of maximum. The maximum is 2 presidencies, right? In overall 8 years, as Barack Obama was in the Oval Office, and as Donald Trump. So yeah, about taxes for people who live in different parts of the world, right? Not taxing them for their citizenship, but by the place where they live, right? Their residency is just a stupid thing, because he's a populist, and people who live in different countries, again, he can blame them for not being in the US while we need to kind of rebuild the country, right? Make America great again. And anyway, it is a stupidity, complete madness that taxes will be cut off. No, they won't. No, they won't. So, yes. In reality, I don't think Democrats will cut off taxes as well. Yes, indeed, they won't. What else? This is very important thing that I would vote for Harris right now. But this very important thing, I wouldn't like to live in a place so kind of disconnected with the world as California, like San Francisco. right? Maybe living in a country like in a countryside like close to Yosemite. Oh my God, or close to Sequoia Park, right? Which is a very good idea as well. Paying this 13% tax. Okay, okay. What else? So what I would say is that I would live in Texas, in Austin, as I think about this right now, and I would like to see a Democrat as a president, but being in a Republican state, because together both parties can manage themselves and cut the corners that make it very hard to live, right, like in California, when taxes are so huge that it is not the way it is. It is not the way it should be. Very interesting point that I found out today, that as Jews we should pay 10% or 10% of our income for homeless people, like the ones who need our help, and we can help them without making our own lives harder. And you know what? As a Jew, I wouldn't pay. Pay this 10%, even though I will be very rich. I will not do this. The reason why, because when you live in a place like California, you already pay a lot of taxes, and they already, as like the state of itself, pays for people in need by itself. So basically, it is the way like God wanted us, right? So by paying taxes, I just will pay the things Jews want us to do. Especially in countries like France, it is kinda even more dramatic, right? So I kinda managed to negotiate with myself about paying even more, right? Okay. Another point is I hate Democrats like lesbians and all of this LGBT plus community. Hopefully they don't make children and they will die eventually. The problem is parrots and all of this stuff. It's kinda a propaganda of like of them, right? They as US citizens, they have all their rights. They don't have any problems. But they blame everyone that they have they have problems. And the reason why they have problems is because they are idiots. Which is just the way it is. When you're an idiot, you can find a job. If you found it, of course it will be like small paying job. Of course, just the way it is. And you know what? They can't be like VPs or CEOs. They can't, because they're idiots. And they say like, oh, it's discrimination. No, it is not, because you're an idiot. And how you can manage a company, a country, what else? Your own coffee, your own restaurant, when you can't manage your own fucking life, right? So, of course, people like me, with mind, get ahead of these idiots. Especially, cause I think you remember the girl that I sent you, and she said even liberal men want to date a Republican girl. Reason why? Because girls who say they're pro, how it's called, okay, LGBT plus feminism, right? They like, it is not a support, right? As men, especially when we're for Democratic Party, we need to make different. We need to make something new in the world, right? And to build upon, to build something, we need a good basement, something on what we can build upon. And when we don't have a girl that is our support, we can't do this. So, of course, I, as Democrat, will try to find a Jewish, will be incredible, or a Republican girl, which is just what it is. And like getting a good basement that will serve me well. And of course, I will pay for everything. She will be my support, raising our kids, all of this. One Jew, Republican, said, we don't have enough people, and we just should make more kids. Indeed, as a Jew myself, I kinda get your point, but the problem is, we live in a world where we don't have to have kids, right? Let's say, I am an IT specialist, IT engineer, and I make millions of dollars. And I make it just with my MacBook on my knees, right? I don't need to do anything more. So I worked for, let's say, 6 hours, and I have my whole life for myself. I don't need to have 10 kids to run our property, our village, our farm, right? We don't need to have it. And this is just the way it works, bro. Thousands of years ago, yes, we indeed had to have a lot of kids, and it wasn't a problem. Everyone had a lot of kids because they couldn't survive without kids. It's simple. Right now, no one wants to have kids because we don't need to have them. We can work on our MacBook, travel the world, and kind of work out, and enjoy this kind of life. As very good Rabin said that real truth and meaning in life comes from kids. Indeed, I support this idea. Totally support it. But the problem is, it is not how life works, how society works right now. And basically, if we want to keep our nation as it is right now, kind of 350 or 60 millions of people, we need more immigrants. Not as much as in Australia, because it became a huge mess in Australia Indeed, it's true, but it doesn't mean that we should blame all the immigrants. Another very important point that this white Democrat said, why we judge the people just by having a very poor passport. And God bless you, man. God bless you, man, because I know how it really sounds like. I don't have a good passport, and I can't get to the US. You know what? Even worse. Before Jews could make an aliyah, and from just the beginning they came to our land, right, the land of Israel, and boom, you have the passport. You are the citizen of our country, and if you want, you can live here, rebuild the great nation. Great. Right now, the US and other countries, I think the US is the biggest motherfucker about this trade, that Russians who come to Israel just get there for getting a good passport, and then they leave for other countries. Oh my God! So you know what? The US not only makes it hard to do like the business with them and go there to immigrate to the best place on earth, because I have a poor passport, but they make it even harder to make a second one to go like to the end point. What the fuck? What the fuck? What's the problem? And of course, I am 18 years old. I don't have an ability to go to Israel, live there for 5 years, and then come to the US. Oh my God, I don't have this time in my pocket, you know? I don't have it. And you know what? The most logical idea for me is to just go to the US border, and you know what? Just go there illegally. Just go there illegally. And bro, they blame me for this. I think I should come to I should make a lawsuit in God for doing this stuff. I don't support Russia, but they don't make it kinda possible for me. Right? They just don't. And TV lottery is a good idea, but 1%, bro. I don't want to wait for 30 years.